know what verbs are. Let's quickly recap. A verb is a word used to describe an action, state or occurrence, and forms the main part of the predicate of a sentence. Following are a few examples. She is driving at the moment. I eat ice cream every day. Verbs are of two types, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs are those verbs that have a definite relation with the subject or noun. These verbs are usually the main verb of a clause or sentence and can be changed according to the subject. Hence, they are affected by the number and person of the subject. They can be indicative of passive or active voice. Non-finite verbs cannot be the main verb of a clause or sentence, as they do not talk about the action that is being performed by the subject or noun. They do not indicate any tense, mood, number, or gender. They are used as nouns, adverbs, and adjectives. They are also used to form non-finite clauses, which are simply dependent clauses that use non-finite verbs. Types of non-finites. The infinitive, present and perfect. The participle, present and past. The gerund, verbal noun. In this module, we will deal with the infinitives. Let's learn what infinitives are and how they are used. The infinitive is the first form of the verb, usually preceded by to. An infinitive acts like a noun, adverb, or adjective in a sentence. It can indicate purpose, express commands or instructions, and specify the intention of an action. Take a look at the following sentences. In sentence 1, the infinitive to listen, like a noun, is the subject of the verb is. In sentence 2, the infinitive to play, like a noun, is the object of the verb love. Thus, it is seen that the infinitive functions as a noun, for it can be the subject of a verb and the object of a transitive verb. So, the infinitive is used as a noun. Observe the following sentences carefully. Dancing is an art. Valerie is painting her bedroom walls. Dogs are fond of licking at things. Painting, dancing, and licking are verbs. Hello, children. In your previous classes, you have learned about verbs, haven't you? A verb is often defined as a word which shows action or state of being. Verbs are classified into finite and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs are those verbs that are governed by the subject, that is, their number and person are decided by the subject. These verbs are usually the main verbs of a clause or sentence and can be changed according to the noun. They are used only in present and past tense. Non-finite verbs. They do not indicate any tense, mood, or gender. They are used as nouns, adverbs, and adjectives. They are also used to form non-finite clauses, which are simply dependent clauses using non-finite verbs. Further, non-finite verbs are divided into infinitives, participle, and gerunds. In this module, we are going to learn what gerunds are and how they can be used. A gerund is a non-finite verb which ends in ing and does the work of both a noun and a verb. For example, in the sentence, cooking is my hobby, the word cooking is a gerund made by adding ing to the verb cook. Let's study the uses of gerunds in detail. The gerund is used like a noun, as the subject of a verb. To understand this, read the following sentences and carefully note the highlighted words. Hunting is not allowed in most countries. Dancing is an art. The gerund is often used as the object of a verb. She hates dancing. Smith loves reading. The gerund is used as the complement of a verb. For example, what I'd really like is traveling to other countries. Seeing is believing. One of my recreations is painting. The gerund is used as the object of a preposition. For example, I have an aversion to fishing. I am tired of waiting. Let's look at these sentences. The mother found the child playing with her toys. The word playing qualifies a noun child as an adjective does. It is formed from the verb play and governs the object toys. Therefore, the word playing is both like a verb and an adjective. Such a word is called a participle. Let's take a look at another example in which a participle functions as an adverb. How did Robert earn promotion? Working hard, Robert earned promotion. In the sentence, working is formed from the verb work, and like a verb is qualified by the adverb hard. The word working functions as a qualifier for the verb earned, like an adverb. So we have learned that a participle is a form of verb that modifies a noun or a noun phrase, a verb or a verb phrase, and thus plays a role identical to that of an adjective, and at times an adverb. The participle is based on verbs and therefore expresses an action or a state of being. Kinds of participle. Present participle. A present participle is always active. It denotes an incomplete action or state, and it always ends in ing. Past participle. A past participle denotes an action which is completed and hence is no longer in progress. It is used adjectively as passive if the verb from which it comes is transitive. It ends in ed, en, d, t,